Hey everyone, welcome to Naked News. It's Pamela Ferguson, and it's not that kind of naked. It's where I strip away all the preconceived notions about skincare and anything else in life. So I'm sitting on the balcony and I figured I would do a video. Many of you have seen, or maybe probably, I assume all of you have seen issues with Hurricane Florence, and I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So luckily from the storm, we did not have a lot of issues like from the actual storm, the surge and all that. We're about 6 miles from the beach, so we didn't have any issues with that. And have to say that we have been lucky enough where we are in our neighborhood. We've not had post issues from Hurricane Florence. However, there are many in my community who have experienced lots of issues. The kids have been off for the last 2 weeks. Not exactly true. They did go 2 weeks ago, Monday. They went to school, and then they were off the rest of last week, and then they've been off this week. And I found out that our local universities, our community college as well as our Coastal Carolina University, is already closed for next week. And I assume, I could be wrong, we'll see, that if they're already closed, that we will probably be closed next week too, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure. So, there are inland where all of our rivers and waterways are. All of the water, we are situated in something called low country, and that means all the water from North Carolina that has been in there is flowing down to us now. So we are having lots of flooding in local areas, and even getting here today where I am, we had many roads closed due to floods. So because of that, our community overall is struggling. And, it's for us, we don't have any issues, so it's easy for people to say, oh my gosh, I just want to get back to school. I'm tired of having my kids around. It's like summer, because literally they've been off 2 weeks. Unplanned, obviously. It's not like it's a spring break or a Christmas break when we knew that we had to have them off, as well as maybe next week as well. So, and I titled this video The F Word. And the reason I did that is I wanted to talk about flexibility. I have a friend who is a dental hygienist, and if she doesn't work, she doesn't get paid. So when they were off for the hurricane, they paid, I think it was 8 hours, so 1 day pay, which is actually good. It's better than nothing. And then after that, they weren't paying her. So what if my kids are a little bit older, but what if I had kids who were young, like 2 and 4, and they were off school for 3 weeks, an unplanned 3-week vacation? What would I do? I don't know what I would do. Most jobs are not flexible, to allow you to just stay at home, no worries. They're either not going to pay you, or you could even, if they're really tough, you could lose your job. Hopefully that's not the case, but it could be. You'd have to pay for a babysitter, which is a huge expense depending on your children, or bring in family. But let's say, like for us, we don't have family in town. So I'm just so happy that I have a job where I can work around the schedules of my family. I just can't imagine what that would be like if I had to get up every day and go in somewhere and my kids were home for 3 weeks. I just have no idea what I would do. I just wouldn't have anything prepared for that, especially if you don't have family in town. I'm not sure how people can do it. So, you can think, well, that's good for her. She can do that and I can't do that. Direct sales is not for me. Maybe it's not. It's not for everybody, clearly. However, who it is for is people who want something different. My arm is getting tired. I'm going to switch things here. Who want something different. So maybe you're looking for a plan B, where that your job isn't very loyal to you. And if something crazy like this happens, they're going to be like, listen, if you can't come in, you're not going to have a job. They could be like that, which I hope that nobody has that kind of job, but I'm sure somebody does. They could just be like, giving you a hard time every day, is I can't believe you need to leave early. You can have a job like that as well, and those kinds of jobs. So if you are looking for even a side hustle, 70% of the people I work with also work either part-time or full-time outside of my job. So don't think of this as just some side thing that moms do when they're bored at home because they have nothing else to do, because it's not. We've got CEOs from companies, we've got celebrities, we've got moms, we've got grandmothers, we've got nurses and teachers and real estate agents and high power attorneys and everything in between of people who do this job alongside what they're already doing. I know someone who's like a homeschooler of 6 children, and she does this too. So don't think it's just some little side thing that they do. If it was just that, I wouldn't have stayed in for 5 years. Because I guess it's July, the end of July, I had my 5-year anniversary. So this is a legitimate business model that works. And for me, it gives me that F word. It gives me the flexibility that I need for my family. I mentioned that I've mentioned in previous videos that my husband works in the hospital and he works in the OR. So his schedule is very inflexible, which is fine, but I would need something that is flexible. And since I started my business, we've moved twice, not within the same city. We've moved one time we moved like 300 miles away, and the next time we moved out of state. So if I had a traditional job, I would have had to quit twice. That's not great for job stability. So if you know anyone who's a military family, this is amazing for that, because you can take it wherever you go. Even if you go overseas, you can take the business with you, because they ship to military bases all over the world, in addition to the countries that we are represented in. But if you are looking for the F word, I don't know if I should really say that. If you are looking for the F word in your career, in your job, or even a side hustle, we need to have a conversation. Don't know what's for you. Might be, might not be for you. However, you're never going to know until you got the information. So when I first heard about it, I have to admit that I was kind of like, that's direct sales. I'm kind of above that. And nobody who's a professional does that. Everybody does that now. Everybody has a side hustle. Most everybody you know is doing some sort of thing. And you have to wonder why. Why is everybody doing that all of a sudden? Because it's amazing. The opportunities that you can get on your own time, on your own schedule, just can't be beat. It just can't be beat. So have a great weekend, and hopefully we will connect next week. And make sure you pray for all of the Hurricane Florence victims. And I say hurricane, really it's the flooding that's the issue, even North and South Carolina. So make sure that it's in all your hearts to be thinking of them and praying for them. And you can watch on the news, see how bad it really is. Roadways that look like they are rivers are actually roads, that it's completely flooded. So have a great weekend. And I forgot to say also, I do have a VIP club if you're interested in joining. If that's your thing, it allows you to get free any promos that I have going on, or just sometimes free products, and it doesn't cost anything to join. Join my VIP club, and I send texts maybe once every 1 to 3 weeks. So it's definitely not very often. Not that it would be blowing up your phone and annoying you. And all you have to do is text real PF like my initials, to 51660. So text real PF to 51660, and then you will be registered, and you just have to confirm yes, and you will start getting the promos that I offer. But have a great day, and we will connect again.